Well, welcome to the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining us tonight. A big one, Fort Erie versus Orangeville. Two of the top teams in Canada. Fort Erie comes in 8-2. Orangeville 4-7 in OSBA, unprecedented. So starting tonight, number 13, Mario Akuntak. This is for Fort Erie. 7, Braden Jackson. Number 1, Christian Nitu. Number 9, Diego Ramos. Number 6, Ishan Sharma. For Orangeville, Kevin Dekovicic. Number 2, 23, Matai Baptiste. 4, Dawson Matzel. 0, Jalik Dunkley Distant. And then number, what's he got tonight? 6, Ebenezer Ogo. Well, let's get to it. Dekovicic scoops it up, and he's fouled right away. Who was that? Ramos with the foul. So quick foul. So we had a scorcher of a game for the one previous. Fort Erie escaped with a 2-point win. Orangeville had a buzzer beater attempt for 3 for the win, but short on the shot, and Fort Erie escapes, and so hopefully this game lives up to the billing as well. So we've got Kevin Dekovicic out there, and also joining him now, Sean Dekovicic. We'll see his brother coming up in just a few minutes. Ishan Sharma, one of Canada's top prospects. Another one, Christian Nitu, being recruited by a number of teams. We'll get into that in the game. Akuntak, ball in his hands right now. And gets called with a travel. So by the way, I am absolutely loving these new Orangeville uniforms with the Ville on the front, and I can actually see the numbers. It's amazing. So I got no excuses now. Dekovicic. Guarded by Ramos. Matzel, wide open look. In and out. Rebound Jackson. Jackson, another guy receiving a ton of NCAA interest. Nitu. He's still a youngster, but he's got a ton of programs. One thing, I mean, his size is unbelievable. For a guy that big, he handles the ball a little bit too much. He's got to learn to let the guards do that, especially on the next level. Those guys will just sniff it out, pick that ball from him. Baptiste. Dunkley Distant. So Orangeville off a successful grind session run over the Christmas holidays. And I'm not sure, was that a traveler or did Kevin step out of bounds? Orangeville has crept back into the top 9, ranked number 8 in the grind session. OSBA play, not so much. Got to get that going. Playoffs just around the corner. Ishan Sharma. Nitu from the corner, in and out. Rebound Baptiste. Matai, wide open look, why not? Ogo underneath and denied. Akuntak blocked that. Ebenezer, and this time looks like Mario going to be called with a foul. So when we did the grind session Fort Erie game a couple weeks back, I don't think Akuntak played. He's big. Couple quick fouls, right to the bench. So into the game for him, Charles Ye, number 11. Ebenezer. Ebenezer from Calgary, Alberta. We saw the edge prep from Calgary in this gym as well during grind session. A couple nice players on that team. Ishan Sharma, this guy's two of the best three-point shooters in the country, going head-to-head right now in Matzel and Sharma. Jackson, that was Ye who just came off the bench, missed on that attempt. Baptiste. Fort Erie's size, really tough to handle. They are long. Not going to be a lot of room offensively for Orangeville to work. So the outside shot is going to be key tonight. Let's look at a travel called against Ebenezer. So looking forward to this one. And are they going to get it over the knot? That's how's the where's the time? No, it must have touched the leak. It's Sharma, bingo, Ishant Sharma. Just talked about his shooting prowess a second ago. And now Jalik. And Ye comes away with that, knocked out, and and Jackson a little too cash. He thought that Jalik knocked it out, but a big turnover. Baptiste, guarded by Nitu. Nitu goes, 6'10" or so, but he's got long arms, feet underneath, and Ogo just couldn't handle it. Jalik wide open, air ball, and and Matai as the shot clock is expiring. 6-3. And wide open, good ball movement, and the extra pass. Felix Cosaros, big three. And we're tied at 6. Baptiste. To his left hand, doesn't go. Nitu. And as a wrestling match, possession arrow will favor Fort Erie. So they got Nitu listed at 6'11". I've seen him listed at 6'10", 6'11". I stood next to him in the hall. He's every bit of it. You know, sometimes these guys, you'll see a guy 6'8", claiming he's 6. No, Nitu is a good 6'11", 6'10". Some of the best players in the country on display right now. Sharma, shot clock at 5. Sharma's got to recognize 3, 2, 1, put it up. Fade away, Ishant Sharma, no good. And Fort Erie comes away with it. Sharma, second time's a charm. He's tripped up, and he'll shoot some free throws. I talked to Ishan last year during OSBA playoffs out at Ontario Tech, and told me that he's likely got Ivy League aspirations as far as his post-secondary dreams. I mean, when the guy can shoot like this, he's certainly going to get a chance somewhere. Ishan has been a part of the Canadian national team program. Of course, Fort Erie last year, OSBA champs led by Leonard Miller, now playing with the G League Ignite. Leonard is on just about everyone's NBA first-round draft board, late in the first round right now. Matzel drives, no good, and Nitu. And it looks like Nitu stepped on a line. So it'll be Orangeville ball. Matzel caught a break. But yeah, Leonard Miller, they've got him anywhere kind of 15 to the late 20s. There's a couple other guys in the G League Ignite that they've got as possible lottery picks ahead of him, but I would have loved Leonard to play with his brother Emmanuel down at TCU, but hey, what's the call? So it's a foul called against Chris Kumu. Number 0 just into the game. So I'm Chris McKee. If you are out there on the YouTube stream land, hit me up at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. Let me know if we're sounding all right. I don't get too much Wi-Fi service here, but you can always check at least during the quarter and a half. And a follow, Kevin Kovacic. Tied at 8, just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Both teams just feeling each other out. Neither yet to get going fully. Kumu inside Ye. And Ye gets his own rebound, or does he? He does. Sharma. Ishan fadeaway. That's lovely. Ishan Sharma. And Fort Erie has got a lead. First one of the night. Kovacic guarded by Caceres. Matai. Matzo corner three, short. And it looks like Ebenezer going to get called with a push in the back. He is over the top of one of the Fort Erie defenders. So Charles Hantomakis, the Fort Erie coach. Love Charles, but certainly one of the more animated coaches you'll see at any level. If things ain't going right, he'll let you know. Kumu coast to coast, Chris Kumu. But obviously, he's building a program in such a short period of time. Mentioned last year, OSBA champs, and this team loaded with a number of high-level Division I guys. Up and under, that's Olivier Faubert, number 15. So even the guys coming in off the bench, big dudes at 6'10", Faubert. He's a youngster. Just a 2024, so he's got another year left, Faubert. Nitsu, I believe, is a 2024 as well. Yeah. Matai, shot clock winding down, and Faubert denies him. So Orangeville messing around with it, and they need a timeout. I think we're going to see Janai Dunkley distant for the first time tonight. This is my first game of 2023. Talked about in the first one. I was dealing with a violent flu for the first couple of weeks. Finally starting to feel a little bit more myself, but I'm at about 90, 95%. I'm not 100% yet. Faubert, big man showing he's got handle as well. Caceres. Oh, and then Janai says, you ain't postering me, man. And Janai gets a hand on it, but it's a foul, and now Janai letting him know. Look, I love Sharma, but you don't want no piece of Janai, man. So Oliver Engen into the game for the first time. Wearing number 1. And Caceres will shoot free throws. Felix from Montreal. He's a 2024. So that's the thing. Do they even have a 2023? They don't have a single 2023 Fort Erie. Am I looking? Maybe Ye, because they don't have him listed. No, he's still a youngster. He's a sophomore. Wow. So when you think about what this Fort Erie team is going to be next year. My goodness. Just skimming through. Yeah, not a single senior. Holy cow. Well, after the last year, winning the OSBA's, Leonard got to the G League, had offers from everybody, from Kentucky to whoever, Arizona, opted for the easier paycheck in the G League. They had the point guard down at Maine. Caceres pushes the lead to 17-8. Wide open look, Janai, and well done. Didn't dribble, catches it, puts it up, draws the foul, and Janai to the free throw line. Who was that? Ye going to be called with the foul. So good sign for Orangeville with some of Fort Erie's big guys getting into earlier foul trouble. So Charles Hantomakis having a conversation with the ref. Tony within earshot. So it's following along on the Instagram and Twitter. Orangeville's grind session performances, bunch of big wins down in the U.S. I love Tony McIntyre's post. They were at John Jay College, which is, Pete Rock in the famous Down with the Kings. So I went to John Jay University, and he played that on his Instagram story when shout out to Drew from On Point in the building. Played that on his story, one of my favorite songs. Down with the Kings, Run DMC featuring Pete Rock, produced by Pete Rock. This is how old I am. That was during my first high school prom. That was the big song at the time. That and H-Town's Knocking the Boots. So there you go. I know some of the moms and pops out there know what I'm talking. Some of the kids going to be watching this going, what's this guy talking about? I don't know what all this is about, why Fort Erie's shooting free throws. I can't hear a lot what's happening down the court, but either way, Felix Caceros is shooting threes. And again, don't have a producer in my ear. And so now down the other way. So it might have been offsetting technicals. I think Janai was fouled initially, so why Fort Erie was shooting, I don't know. Either way, Janai Dunkley distant. I just seen, we talk about the twins here. Vishon Alette and his brother. From the United Scholastic, just committed to Old Dominion, the two of them. Package deal. I know Vishon probably could have played at maybe a higher major. Now, look, Old Dominion is a good program. But went for the package deal, and I think his brother came along. Janai hitting free throws. 16-10, 3 minutes to go. Caceres. Ye, Sharma. Got going. Ishan off the glass. I didn't hear him call glass, but it'll still count for three. Sharma. Engen. Baptiste puts it up. Janai fighting for it. Janai Dunkley distant with the follow. Kumu guarded closely by Jalik. It's got to be a charge. And it is, yeah. Chris Kumu, and who is that? Matai Baptiste in there drawing the charge. Well done. So I saw on socials, what's the guy? Adam Zagoria. He's one of the bigger U.S. beat writers for college hoops, and he retweeted one of my videos of Jalik saying that Syracuse and Rhode Island, and I think one other, were all in the building to watch Jalik when they were down in New York. Was it last week or so? So Jalik's interest definitely picking up. How was that 5 seconds? That was about 2.5. Or did they call a foul on Matai? Oh, yeah. Already. Jackson. Braden Jackson. Ugly shot. Ye with the rebound. And Fort Erie will reset. Ishan Sharma in and out. Rebound Engen. Here comes Orangeville. Jalik. And Jalik got lost on that one. And now Janai trying to wrestle. Oh, let them play. The ball came out. You call it travel on that? And now a shoving match. Who was at Jalik getting into it with Ye, it looks like. I don't think Jalik liked guys stepping on his brother. I mean, he came in to defend. I'm okay with it. Let the temperature heat up. And so we're about to see the home debut of Sean Kovacic, number 24. About to come onto the court, it appears. So Sean made the move from Fort Erie just before Christmas. You have to sit out a month. And looks to be making the move. I know Tony was not happy with some of the three-point shooting of Orangeville. Needed some help. And so Sean coming in to join his brother. See a couple university coaches in the building. I mean, if you're not recruiting this game. You might be in the wrong line of work. Really good crowd tonight here in the Athlete Institute. 19-12. We've had way too many stoppages. It's kind of killing the flow of the game. First game was a lot more exciting than what's going on right now. It was just quick, not a lot of messing around. Hopefully we can get that right as the night continues. Kovacic to the scorer's table, and now he will check in. So Matzel will take a break and making his home debut. 2023, Sean Kovacic. So Sean, the older brother of Kevin. Sean a 2023, Kevin a 2024. Oh, my goodness. Jalik Dunkley distant backdoor. Highlight reel dunk. That's why he's Jalik Dunkley distant. He's good for 2 or 3 of those a night. Well, there's your first one. You know, all the guys with their phones out, that'll be on Instagram everywhere in about 38 seconds. Kovacic. Engen, little floater, Ollie Engen, and it drops. 19-16, that's what Orangeville needed. Jalik Dunkley distant, my goodness. I almost swore, I had to stop myself, so I had a bit of a pause there. And who was that? Faubert missed on that attempt for Fort Erie. Jalik. I mean, it's just his athleticism is next level. Kovacic has his shot affected by Sharma. Shot, put it up. Shot clock's going to run out, and it does. Caceres. Guarded by Engen. And Jackson, Braden Jackson. Nice finish. 3-2. Engen caught sleeping, heaves it, and Ollie Engen was sleeping, wasn't paying attention that the quarter was about to expire. So at the end of 1, Fort Erie 21, 16. So the temperature picking up in this one, you can tell this one's going to be a chippy affair. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. Still getting no service on my phone behind this steel pillar. I will try to get out at the half, and if anyone's out there messaging problems with sound, name pronunciation, something, always fine with being corrected. Well, speaking of being corrected, I'll put this dude on blast. So for those out there, there's a guy named Jeff Pearlman. He is a New York Times best-selling author. He's written some of the most important sports books in histories. He wrote Boys Will Be Boys, which covered the Dallas Cowboys in the 1990s, one of my favorite sports books, the USFL book. So he just wrote one on Bo Jackson. Now, Bo's my favorite athlete ever, and I read Dick Schaaf's book when I was about 13 on Bo Jackson, and also watched the 30 for 30 on Bo at least 100 times. And again, my favorite athlete, I know everything there is to know. So I got the book, Jeff Pearlman's new book on Bo, read a couple chapters and tapped out because I knew everything in it. There was literally nothing new I hadn't learned from some of the previous stuff. So I tweeted that. I didn't even tag Jeff. Keep in mind, this guy's a New York Times bestselling author. I just said, hey, wasn't feeling the Bo Jackson book, didn't learn a lot from it, thumbs down. In my DMs at 1:52 a.m. is Jeff Pearlman, New York Times bestselling author, slagging me. Oh, watch your demo reel. Yeah, average at best or something, he said. And I said, hey, Jeff, you know, this guy is, there's one athlete I know better than anyone. Didn't learn a lot. It might be for someone else who doesn't know a lot. And, you know, had this back and forth with Jeff and da-da-da. Either way, he starts following me then. And is now, so this dude who doesn't like me is a New York Times bestselling author now following me. So, sensitive writers out there. I'm a writer. And I told him, I said to him, Jeff, I said, if you haven't figured out by now that real creative freedom comes when you don't care what anyone thinks ever, I don't know what to do, man. And so I've reached that point. I don't care what anyone says. So that was my to-do over Christmas. Back to it, 21-16. I'm getting into it with a best-selling author, for God's sake. Oh, what a block. Are they calling a goaltend on that, on Braden Jackson? Jackson is beside himself. They're calling a foul? Okay. Either way, looks like he got a ball, but looks like they got a piece of Ollie, and Ollie will shoot some free throws. Hits the first. So Ollie at 2024. (21-18). Orangeville pressing. I like when they do this. I know, look, it wears guys out, but I love to see them do a bit more of it. Sean Kovacic out there playing some good D. I know their dad Raymond's probably messaging me. Raymond, if I got no Wi-Fi. I'll get to it at the half. And Jalik steals it, and the ref gets in his way. You got to be kidding me. Jalik was livid because he knew the highlight reel was coming. Everyone in the gym. Well, we just got robbed of a highlight because the ref got in the way. And now they're going the other way? You got in the way of the player. How is that? I would go jump ball on that one. Hopefully there's a makeup call coming quick. Fulbear. How are they calling over and back? He's in the other side of the court. Well, there's your makeup call, and it's ridiculous. Christian Nitsu is right in front of me. He's on the other side of the court. Look, if you're going to do a makeup call, we'll make it that obvious. Yeah. Matai Baptiste. Shot clock at 5. Jalik. And Jalik's going to get to the free throw line. Either way, Jalik will shoot some free throws. So Jalik, 2024 as well. I mean, his defensive game has grown immensely this year. That's one thing that you go back to last year, good player. Now the defense came into it this year. He's become an outstanding defender. And I think the last piece of the puzzle for next year is to become an elite three-point shooter. He can shoot three. but he's got to be an elite three-point shooter to have the real success at the next level, because everyone knows he wants to take it to the hoop. So if he can't shoot the three at a high enough clip at the NCAA level, then the defenders will allow him more space. Just dare him to shoot, and he won't be able to blow by as easy. And there's Jalik with the follow. 21-20. Jalik hustling tonight at least. Casares guarded by Kovacic. And some stuff off the ball. Looks like Janai and Nitu getting into it a bit. And it is Janai going to be called with a foul away from it. And stopping the plays. Very little rhythm in this game so far. Fort Erie inbounds. Nitu lost the handle on it. Here comes the Ville. Matai. Kovacic pulls up from just outside the free throw line. Doesn't go on his first attempt. Fort Erie out in front by 1. Plenty of basketball left. Faubert. And he's fouled by Janai again. So Janai has already got, is that 3 maybe? I don't have a screen telling me. We've yet to see Justin Chase. Looks like Djordjevic about to check in. Eli coming in, yeah, number 11. We'll see Jamal Murray's little brother running around. It's funny every time you see him, it's like, it's Jamal's head on a 14 or 15-year-old or however his body. It's funny. And Faubert hitting free throws. Lead back to 3 for Fort Erie. Engen. Ollie, little hesitation move, and it drops Oliver Engen. Nicely done. And what's the call? It's got to be a goaltending because Matai touched the basket. Braden Jackson is fouled. I'm not sure if they're calling the goaltending or the foul. They're saying basket is good and 1. I thought I heard the ref say it is, yes, so 25-22. So they'll count that basket, and Jackson will try and convert. So Braden has also been a part of the Canadian national team program. Out of Milton, Ontario, converts the 3. 4-point lead, Fort Erie. Kovacic inside to Engen. Oh, baseline jumper, Ollie Engen. And here comes Ramos. Easy lay-in. Diego Ramos. Ollie was too busy yelling profile in his basket, didn't get back on D. Here's Nitu. What's the call? Is it a hand check foul on Djordjevic, it looks like? I don't like Nitu handling the ball this much. You don't want to see a 6'11 guy, unless his name's Thon Maker, handling the ball that much, especially with the guys he's got around him. It's at the next level, it's going to kill him. Those guys are so quick. 28-24. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. We've got a testy affair in OSBA action. Orangeville, old money as far as the OSBA goes, versus Fort Erie, the new money. New rich and old rich. Speaking of that, I read some great books over the Christmas holiday. I read The Billionaire Murders, written by Kevin Donovan, who's a Toronto Star writer. It's about the murders of the billionaires Barry and Honey Sherman from Toronto. They were the pharmaceutical company owners. They own a company called Apotex, which produces generic pharmaceutical drugs. And they were mysteriously murdered in 2017, I believe, or 18, in their mansion in Toronto, and they've never found the killers yet. Great read, highly recommended. I also read another book about Toronto called The Massey Murder. We've all heard of Massey Hall in Toronto, the famous Contra Theatre. Well, the Massey family was one of the most influential in Canada, and in 1915, the grandson of Charles Massey, who built Massey Hall, his grandson was shot and killed by their maid in 1915. It's a true story, and it was a big media circus in Toronto back then. Fascinating read called The Massey Murder. It's all nonfiction. I don't read fiction. So, and what was that about? It looks like Sean Kovacic with a little foul, a little hand check again. And again, just stop after stop. There's neither team able to get a rhythm with this many whistles. Ishant Sharma back to the line. Ishant also from Milton. Talked about interest from Boston College, Albany. They're saying Florida State and Oklahoma State. I'm not buying it, to be honest with you. I've seen the kind of guys they recruit. Now, look, Ishant is a Division I player. They didn't. This is not the fit for an Oklahoma State or Florida State. So Kevin Kovacic out there with his brother, Sean, for the first time tonight. And Kevin with a little finger roll. 29-26. Kevin lightning quick. Here's Braden Jackson. Nitu couldn't handle it. Matai comes away with it. And here comes Orangeville. And Sean Kovacic had the shot. Didn't want it, and then misses on that attempt. It's going to go out of bounds. So that'll get Sean a spot on the bench, and Dawson Matzel will re-enter. It's like Sean's legs needs a quick breather. He's been out there for a while. Olivier Faubert to inbound. And he just tossed that one away. Impatient is the youngster making a mistake. Georgievic to Kevin Kovacic, who slipped. Wisely kicks it back. Georgievic, ugly shot, misses. The ball is loose. And again, and now they're calling a possession error. Nobody had possession, and they're giving the possession arrow to Fort Erie. Tony McIntyre not too happy. I don't want to get into the refs again because we did that a couple weeks back. But they've been too involved tonight. Whistle every 2 seconds. We have literally the best players in the country on display tonight. At some point, you got to let these boys play. Braden Jackson. Braden goes 6'8". He's got some interest from Fordham. Roma Dean down at Fordham, former Crestwood guy. Fordham having a good season. I forget the name of their new coach, but they're doing pretty well. I think they won about 16 in a row at one point. Baptiste to Kevin. Spin move. Remy Tissington out there for the first time tonight, 22 ball in his hand. Kovacic to Baptiste, put it up. Lost the handle on it, and luckily got it away. I don't know who the foul's going to be on here. Might be on Faubert. Tough to tell. So Orangeville gets a fresh shot clock, 14. And Tizington and Georgievic was mugged underneath the basket. Looks like Caceres was all over, literally yanked him. And so Eli will inbound. Baptiste, guarded by Faubert. The size is just no room to operate for Orangeville. And Matzel, Matzel got away with one. Because even the look on his face was like, ugh, and then they're saying someone on Fort Erie touched it, and it'll be Orangeville ball. So Orangeville catches a break. I don't know what's going on. So I will say this, and I won't name the player, but I have my podcast, the Undrafted Free Agent College Basketball Podcast. Just before Christmas, I've been in conversation with a former Orangeville player now playing Division I, and messaged back and forth a bunch of times, said he wanted to be on my podcast, set a date, and I'm talking we messaged easily a dozen times. Kovacic, kick out, Tizington, no good, and Sharma comes away with it. It looks like Baptiste will call it a handshake. But sent him the Zoom link the day before, said, okay, tomorrow at this time, here's the Zoom link. Never showed up on the Zoom link. Never heard back from him. Never messaged to say, hey, sorry, got caught up. Nothing, just ghosted me. So thanks, yeah. Former Orangeville guy. It's funny, I left my podcast alone for about 3 weeks over the holidays, and the downloads go through the roof. So almost, sometimes less is good. Sharma hits the free throws. Tizington. And it looks like Matai stepped out of bounds. He did. I'll agree with that one. And it's going to be Fort Erie ball. So this game has less rhythm than Bill Gates dancing. Hopefully the refs can keep the whistles in their pockets for the second half and let these boys play. 32-26. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining us. Some Cardi B in the back. Make money move. Of course, check out my golf show every Tuesday night. We just had it. Just aired a replay Saturday at 5 p.m. on Saga 960. This week in golf. I'm really happy with how my golf show is starting to develop. You might say I have the best golf radio show in the country. There's plenty of golf podcasts and not too many golf radio shows. And I'm one of the few. You can also check it out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. It's called This Week in Golf. And check it out. And check out my basketball podcast, undraftedfreeagent.com. I'll ramp it up a bit more as we get towards March. I've been watching a ton of hoops. And also mention a lot of the coaches' calls I'm on. Tomorrow I'm on 2, the Metro Atlantic call and the MAC coaches' call. So I get to talk to every coach you want. Certainly talk to Rick Pitino tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Rick down at Iona. We go. Jackson. Fort Erie messing around with the shot clock's winding down. Put this ball up. Jackson, nope. And Sharma recognizes. He caught rim. Faubert underneath, knocked out, should be, it is white ball. So Fort Erie messing around with it a little bit. Matai for three. Ooh, Matai Baptiste from way downtown. Tissington goes diving, but he threw it to Sharma, and now possession error will favor Fort Erie. So clever play from Ishan. Substitutions. Nitu inbounds. I'm sorry, Nitu got the inbound. And there's Nitu. Turnaround, shot clock winding down, fade away, short. Matzel comes away with it. Georgievic, kick out. Tissington, three, and he's fouled. Remy is going to shoot 3 free throws. So Orangeville with a chance to tie if Remy can hit some free throws. Remy, a 2024 from Brampton. Again, a conversation. Are the refs mic'd up for a reality show tonight? Are we filming season 2 of Anyone's Game? Tissington misses 1. 0 for 2. Remy, 1 of 3. 2-point ball game. Fort Erie leads 32-30. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half. Faubert to Ye. Leaves it for Nitu. Christian Nitu, easy lay-in. Nitu, a ton of high major interest. Matai switches hands, and Ye is going to be called with a foul. Charrier. And now Ye to the bench. And who is that? Mariel Akuntak. He got in some early foul trouble after starting, and now this is the first time we're going to see Akuntak in quite some time. Matai hits the free throw. Matai, a Division I player. I mean, he's got the body right now. He's got the game. Curious to see where he lands. That's all going to start heating up now as we enter 2023. Get towards the playoffs. Also, coaches start getting fired at this time of year, so a lot of uncertainty. Must be stressful for the young man. Faubert. Caceres, guarded by Djordjevic. Caceres with a little floater, and it's a charge. It's got to be, yeah. So Caceres put his knee right into Matai's chest. Matai stood there, took the charge. Nicely done. And again, more conversations. We know what the call is. So it looks like with that, Baptiste will shoot free throws. Kumu back in for Caceres. Fort Erie with a deep bench. Both these teams really deep. Again, I've yet to see Chase. Is he even in uniform? Look at, yeah, he's over there. He's got a hoodie on. I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know what Justin, if he's dealing with anything. Again, I haven't been around the boys in about 5 weeks. I've been all down the U.S. So Baptiste ties the ball game at 34. Big free throws. And then Fort Erie just threw that away. Huge turnover. Big mistake. Oh, no, it's tipped out of bounds. They got lucky. The way Kevin responded, I thought it was a turnover. So Orangeville pressing. I love when they do this. Sharma feeds it. Ooh, Mariel Akuntak hammers that down. Fort Erie needed that. Matzel, ice cold tonight, is yet to get going. And yeah, Akuntak just body checked Kevin Kovacic off the ball. He got his elbows up. 2 minutes for elbowing. .311. And that's, yeah, okay, so Kevin will shoot some free throws. Or will he? What are they doing? Okay, they brought it down there. Now they're going back. Ay, ay, ay. The ref's more indecisive than my ex-wife. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know. Matzel switches to his left hand, ties the ball game again, 36-all. Faubert for Kumu. Kumu's got some handle. And who blocked that? That's Matzel blocks that. Djordjevic tries to go coast to coast. And Matai cleans up the mess. Orangeville has the lead. 38-36. So Orangeville showing some fight. And we got a timeout on the floor. I don't understand DJs play this. We've all heard this song 74,000 times. It doesn't hit any different. I was in a great mood till I got here, and the refs got me all riled up. Well, I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. At Mr. McKee. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll check at the half. I got no Wi-Fi up in this booth, and I will check the messages at the half. Blessed to be back in the booth on this, well, I wouldn't say frigid, certainly chilly Tuesday night. Freezing rain all over the highways. Got to drive carefully on the way home tonight. All right, Faubert will inbounds. Orangeville continues to press. Tisington steals it, knocks it out of bounds, but still going to be Fort Erie ball. Nitsu. And again, the big guy dribbling. Kovacic, it's got to be a charge. It is. He did a Euro step, but he stepped right into Kumu. Kumu was set. Nitsu, and just toss that away. Him and Ramos not on the same page. I think Ramos thought Nitsu was going to shoot it. 2-12. Kevin Kovacic now. Matzel yet to get going from 3. Had a nice finish on a 2 a minute ago. Matai step back short, and then Ramos pushed Matzel from behind. So Charles Hantamakis just got teed up. So Charles not too happy with the calls, and now he's getting fired up. So Charles Hantamakis fired up at the refs. In other news, the sky is blue and water is wet. Matai Baptiste will shoot some free throws. And again, stoppage is in play. At this point, I might get home at 2 a.m. I got to work tomorrow. And I got a bunch of Zooms before work, and I got to get my run in. So I was dealing with sickness first couple of weeks. I did get out and run just about every day. And even the one day I was feeling like death, went out for a walk. So if it's cold and flu season, if you're out there dealing with it, get out, get some fresh air. Just sitting at home on the couch ain't gonna cure you. Go breathe some clean air. I know a bunch of friends have had it. That's where I got it. And now Matzel will shoot some free throws. Matai missed 1. Here we go. 3-point lead, Orangeville. Two for two for Dawson. Kumu. Nitsu. Caceres looking for space. And Nitsu fouled Kevin Kovacic off the ball. And Charles Hantamakis beside himself right now. Charles just got tossed. So there goes Charles. He's gone with 1:38 to go in the first half. And it seemed like a very unanimated conversation, but whatever he said, the ref didn't like it and tossed him. Well, we saw Tony McIntyre get tossed a couple weeks ago now, and he did it in grand fashion. Let's see if Charles will replicate that. Yeah. Well, that's not the first time I've seen that in this building. I've seen Charles toss me before, so I'd say it's the first, but it ain't. And Kevin Kovacic at the line misses the first. There's only one he got, I guess. Engen. Ollie pulls up. Doesn't drop for him. Rebound Jackson. Kumu. He's lightning quick. He runs around. It's a lot of it's much ado about nothing, though. Nitu from the free throw line gets his own rebounds. Kumu. Air ball. And here comes Orangeville. Tizington spots up. And he's off. 45 seconds to go in the half. Kumu. And it's a charge. That could have went either way. And if Charles didn't get tossed on that previous call, that would have been the one to get him tossed right there. .30 seconds to go. I may go sneak into the ref's dressing room and steal their whistles at halftime. Tizington! Swish! Remy Tizington, big three. 10 seconds left, shot clock off. Jackson, and then denied by Tizington. Ball bouncing around, and that'll do it for the half anyway. So Remy sends Orangeville to the half with a 43-36 lead in one of the uglier halves of basketball we've seen here in a while. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. Be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half. Well, welcome back to the start of the second half. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me here at the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. OSBA action between the refs, Fort Erie and Orangeville tonight. Three teams going at it. Orangeville with a 43-36 lead. You know what? Normally I write down all the highlights, that I use for cutting clips after. There isn't that many because there's no opportunity to get a rhythm in the game. So hopefully the second half was a little bit more what it should be. I think I was spoiled. The first game tonight between the other Orangeville and Fort Erie teams was outstanding. Great flow to the game. Refs were awesome. And here we are. So alas, we've got some basketball. We have the highlight reel dunk from Jalik Dunkley-Diston. Matai with a three, Remy with a three, and Ishan Sharma started off hot in the first quarter, and then everyone in Fort Erie has kind of cooled off a little. Surprising to see Jalik Dunkley-Diston buried on the bench. Hasn't been out there for a while. Kevin Dukovacic in and out. Ebenezer Ogo, no good, and Faubert saves that. Nitsu, too much. Kevin Dukovacic down the other way. Matzel. Orangeville wisely resets. Because of Fort Erie's length, they've got all their three-point shooters out there now, which I thought off the top, as Remy misses that one. With their length, it's so tough to penetrate, and there's Kevin Dukovacic. 45-36. Kevin has been a steady presence tonight in a wild game, and Nitsu throws that one away. Nitsu, as it goes 6'10", 6'11", I think maybe he forgets not everyone else is that same size. And nice backdoor cut, Remy Tizington, and can't get it to go. Sharma down the other end. Ishan. And Ogo with the foul. As good as Fort Erie is, I think they lack a true point guard. They've got so much size and length and great shooters. I don't know if they have that dog point guard. There's Faubert. This is just a youngster, 2024, I believe. Yeah. Talking about the first, not a single senior on Fort Erie. Dukovacic to Baptiste. Matzel. Shot, and Orangeville lets the shot clock. Everyone with their head down, running around, playing hot potato. .45-38. You've got Fort Erie reeling here. There's a good chance to maybe deliver a knockout punch, create a bit of separation. Their head coach, early shower tonight. Caceres, big three. Much needed. Felix Caceres. Lead back down to 4. The Kovacic drives and finishes. Kevin the Kovacic, lovely. Jackson feet in. Faubert misses the easy lay-in. Tissington. Kevin's having success attacking. Keep going. Matai will try it and lost a handle on it and couldn't regroup. Sharma. And Ogo picks the pocket. Matai trying to go coast to coast. Matai and 1. Matai Baptiste. So Matai will try to convert that 3-point play. Matai's been good tonight. Aggressive. Converts. And what did they want a timeout? Tony wanted, no? Oh, they called a foul on someone, I don't know. Largest lead of the game for Orangeville, 51-41. This would be a huge win if Orangeville can pull this out. Sharma short and out of bounds. Faubert foot on the ground. While trying to run out. It'll be Orangeville ball. Kovacic. Great start to the second half. Talked about tonight, first time playing with his brother Sean on home court. Matai in and out, unlucky. One 6, there's no 16. I'm assuming it's on 6, Ogo. Well, I might have to call in sick tomorrow. And they've changed the score now to 50-41. It was 51-41. And now Jalik will enter the game. So yeah, I might have to call in sick because I won't get home before 4 a.m. if this pace keeps up. Who am I kidding? I'm always up to 4 a.m. anyways. Probably will be tonight watching these games. Jackson. Braden Jackson. 15-43, we think. Jalik for 3, way off, air ball. And turnaround jump shot, Christian Nitu. Smart play by Christian, recognizes he's got the size advantage. Turnaround, nice little sky hook. 5-point lead for Orangeville. Kovacic, nicely done. Kevin on a bit of a heater in the second half. And it's got to be a charge. It is. Faubert. Kovacic stood there and took it. Faubert had his head down and just ran over the smaller defender. Matzel. Can't buy one tonight. And they tried the same play, but Jalik couldn't quite grab it. And it looks like Matzel is going to get called with something off the ball. Yeah. Kumu inbounds. Jackson, no good. Rebound, Baptiste. Jalik. Kovacic had his shot interrupted by Faubert. He's got a piece of it. And Faubert up and under. Nicely done, Olivier Faubert. Baptiste short. Kumu comes away with it. Here comes Fort Erie. Sharma. No good. And then Nitu with the follow. Christian Nitu. 52-49. 2:40 to go in the third. And Matzel just ice cold tonight. Not his night. And Jalik tripped up Kumu, 1-0 on the other. Kumu, it's a sophomore. Yeah, he's a 2025, so just a youngster. He's got crazy handle. I'd like to see him pick his head up a little bit more. Engen to Tizington in the corner. Remy Tizington, another big three. So Remy feeling it. Back to a 5-point lead for the hometown Bears. Stolen. Jackson way too cute with it. And Remy, he had help behind him. It was a 3-on-1. Didn't attack the taller player. Kumu, no good. Matai and Nitu with as easy a basket as he's gonna have all night. Engen, Tizington, why not? He's feeling it. Baptiste with the rebound. And Matai just ran out of bounds. (55-52). Braden Jackson, no good. Jackson gets his rebound though. Yeah. (55-52). I have Charles Hampton-Mack behind my shoulder. I just had to turn the volume down for a second. 55-52. They have more stoppage to play. Braden Jackson cuts the lead to 2. So Orangeville going deep in their bench, and this is the most successful lineup they've had all night. So Tony McIntyre is sticking with his guys. Djordjevic backdoor cut. Nice finish, Djordjevic. 57-53. No one in red was following 11. Left him wide open. Jackson. So 12 points. The clock hasn't started. The clock started 3 seconds after the ball was inbounded. So Orangeville catching a break. And either way, they give it right back to them. Sharma now put it up. It's not going to count. It's not going to count. It shouldn't count. Oh, they're counting it. Ref's discussing it. And there's those extra couple seconds. They didn't help Orangeville, ended up helping Fort Erie. So they are counting it. 57-55, so the shot, the scores table coming into effect there. Because if they had started it when, there was no way Fort Erie had time to get down and make that shot. Alas, we'll see if it means anything. Well, Well, thanks for joining us here on the Athlete Institute. Don't forget to click subscribe, that red button on the YouTube stream. Stay up to date, all things Orangeville Prep. And of course, follow Orangeville Prep on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you prefer. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee. And check out my Instagram, undrafted_FA. It's undrafted free agent, so undrafted_FA. I got a notification the other day. My basketball podcast is number 130 in Canada. Apparently, I'm supposed to be impressed by that, by the team that emails me saying, hey, yeah, oh my God. I'll be impressed when I crack the top, like, 30. So speaking of that, I still have my hand in the music business here and there. So song that I was responsible for called Seaview by Armando and Trinity Chris. I've represented Trinity for many years, a reggae singer, Juno-nominated reggae singer. We had on the Z103 year-end chart, the number 54 song of the year called Seaview. So nice little consolation prize. Come out of retirement of music to put that together. And not bad for an old guy. At least we cracked the top 100 songs of the year on Z103. When you think of some of the names we beat, I'm kind of cool with it. So Fort Erie messing around with it. Jackson tosses that away. Kumu's got to get this up like now, and he does. And it just touched rim. Engen, all the attacks against Akuntak. Baptiste misses. And Sharma to the ground. And we're going to have another whistle. Possession arrow favors Orangeville. Engen, wide open. Take it. Matzel, no good. A really good crowd in the gym tonight. Kumu attacks Charrier, ties it, 57 apiece. Matzel, Baptiste, extra pass, and then Engen drives, lovely, Oliver Engen. And that's going to be red ball. Matzel got a hand on that, knocked it out of bounds. Caceres in and out. And then Charrier doesn't drop for him. Djordjevic down the other end. Matzel wide open. Air ball. It's just not his night. Now, he's playing good defense, and that's why he's still out there, because he can't buy a basket. Shooter's got to shoot, though. Keep shooting. If you got the shot, take it. This looks like it hit someone's leg is what the ref's saying. And so it's still going to be Fort Erie ball. So if you're just joining us or just tuning in, Fort Erie head coach Charles Antomakis ejected in the first half. And Ye gets the roll, tied at 59. So Fort Erie, their three-point shot not really working, so they're just feeding the big guys underneath. Georgievic, foot on the line. It would have been a 2. Akuntak, no good, but he gets his own rebounds. Sharma, lovely feed. Charrier, two-handed dunk. And Fort Erie back with the lead. Orangeville missed on that attempt. Caceres down the other end. I think this might be the longest we've gone without a whistle all night. Kumu. Ooh. Chris Kumu. And shouldn't it be 63-59 right now? Thought so. Either way, timeout Orangeville. I wish I had there it is, 60. I'm not insane. Well, I am, but 63-59. They just updated the scoreboard in here. So we're back up here, I believe, next week, next Wednesday. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I believe. I don't know who we're playing, but I will be back up here. Got about three or four more games left this season. Hopefully, do some BioSteel as well. Haven't seen the announcement on that yet. So many good players. Definitely be some guys from either team on that. I actually got a message from a couple NCAA coaches about one of the guys on Royal Crown. They saw my highlight video and article I posted, and they were messaging me about some of the Royal Crown guys. I am no scouting service, just a broadcaster, but I do get a ton of NCAA coaches reaching out to me asking what I think about certain players because they know I'm in the gyms calling them. Better than half the scouts anywhere, right? I'm going at about 95% clip. Jalik. And a foul on Ogo. So just under 6 minutes left in the ball game. And we got another timeout. was nice to have my son home from university over Christmas. He was busy doing a lot of training, soccer training. It's good, a couple times a day. So makes you feel like a dad again because he doesn't drive, even though he's 19. I still got to drive his butt to practice, but I don't mind because it gives me something to do. Cool story. One of the kids I've known since my son was little, he just signed a pro contract with Vancouver in the Canadian Premier Soccer League. And I've known that his name's Khalil John Wentworth. I've known Khalil since he was a young kid. And he told me when he was 12, he's like, I said, you going to get a scholarship? He says, no, I'm going to play pro. 12 years old. He said it matter of fact that he just signed his first pro contract yesterday. Speak it into existence sometimes. And it looks like it's going to be against a Coontalk, a push-off. And Kovacic couldn't get a handle on it. And out of bounds, big turnover. 63-59. Fort Erie, if the standings are up to date from what I saw, 8-2. And then Orangeville was 4-7 regular season. But Orangeville needs this one big time. With Fort Erie in that hunt for the 1 seed. Caceres in and out. And Janai back out there with the rebound. Passes it to his brother Jalik. Remy Tissington getting the most minutes I've seen in OSBA action all year. He's feeling a couple big threes, why not? Matai, and then Janai with the follow. And they're teeing up the Fort Erie bench, they were looking for an offensive goaltend. And so now the head coach gone, and the assistant now just got teed up for calling for a goaltending. Well, huge for Orangeville. You know, I'm the Orangeville broadcaster, have been for many years now. Let these kids play, for God's sakes. Let them play. Keep your whistles in your pocket. Best players in the country on display. We didn't come to see the guys in gray and black. Or the pinstripes, normally, as you'd say. But we're here to see the kids in red and white and black. Kumu denied by Matai Baptiste and then knocked out of his hand. Still going to be Orangeville ball. 1 point game. Temperature heating up in here. Janai underneath, can't get the roll. Sharma up to Akuntak. Kumu, and had that shot. It looked like Janai got a piece of it. Orangeville ball. Say it again, love the new Orangeville white jerseys. Best ones I've seen in a while. And Jalik can't finish that. Kumu. Tough shot. Kovacic now. Baptiste has his shot. Blocked by Akuntak, but gets it back and leaves it for Jalik. Kovacic weaving and was looking for a foul, didn't get it. (63-62). Jackson, floater, no charge, and there is a charge, yeah, I was gonna say. So it won't count, and Matai stood in there. He's done a great job of that. That's at least 2 or 3 charges he's taken tonight. And now the ref's talking again. So they're counting it. So now Tony McIntyre. (65-62), Fort Erie. Crunch time. Who's the dog? Who's the guy? We're going to find out. Kovacic, finger roll. Doesn't drop. Rebound, Caceres. This is where scholarships are earned right here. Feet inside, and Akuntak hammers that down. Mariel Akuntak. So he got into foul trouble early and was buried on the bench, and then Jalik over top. Wanted the poster, wasn't there. Shot clock, let him know, 5, 4. Matai spin move, no good. But they're gonna call a foul. Oh. Orangeville just caught a break. Without comment. Akuntak stood there with his hands in the air. Matai was kind of, out of control with the shot clock winding down. Bumped into him, and he'll shoot some free throws. Ay, ay, ay. This is one of the lowest scoring games I remember up here in a long time. It's been like an awkward first date. Matai, big 4-point game. Faubert to Caceres. Yay. And Janai with a huge rebound. Big miss for Fort Erie. Here comes Jalik. Oh! Jalik Dunkley Diston. A poster. 2-point ball game. And Kovacic is going to get called with a little hand check. And now a timeout on the floor. 1:02 to go. Jalik with another highlight reel dunk. I mean, Jalik's elevation, just next level kind of stuff. I don't know if I've seen anyone with his kind of hops walk through this gym. And, you know, we've NBA guys walked through this gym. Lou Dort never had that kind of explosiveness. Now, Lou plays defense like a maniac. That's why he's getting paid, what did he sign for, 85, 86 mil, something like that? Some Kodak Black. I still love his first big one, the rolling piece. Still hits to this day. $67-65. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining us here at the Athlete Institute. Finally, we got a game. Gut check time for both teams. Fort Erie up by 2, 1:02 to go. Here we go. Sharma. Rebound, Yay. The basket won't count, but it looks like Tissington jumped on top of Yay. Remy, very ginger getting up. Appears to be just fine now. Remy's had a night. Normally I do interviews after the game. It's just getting late. I'm not gonna have time to do it tonight. Head home. And a turnover, huge turnover. Felix Casares, huge mental error, massive. 55.2 to go. Orangeville has to capitalize. I want to see Jalik take this game over. Be the guy. Matzel, who has been ice cold. I think he's got one lay-in. I don't think he's hit a shot all night, so we'll see. Maybe he surprises. Jalik. Tissington. Kovacic. Drives. Kevin Kovacic. And one. Everyone in Orangeville playing hot potato. Kovacic says, I'll take it. Huge. Speaking of having a night, Kevin's second half, you could argue he's been the best player on the floor. He's been outstanding. Tied at 67. Huge free throw here. Now, keep in mind, Fort Erie head coach Charles Hantomakis in the stands. He's standing behind me up in the media center. So how's that going to affect, any kind of plays drawn up? If you're Fort Erie. So Janai back in. Matzel to the bench. Got Janai out there for defensive purposes. Biggest free throw of the night right here. It doesn't go. And they're going to get another one. So Yay stepped over the line, they're saying, and Kovacic is going to get a do-over. Again, the ref involved. Can't get it to go. And this now they're calling it on Janai this time, the other ends. Oh, yeah. Gut check. Here we go. Kumu, guarded by Kovacic. Kumu. Jackson. Braden Jackson. Kick out. Sharma for three. Ishan misses. Rebound to Kovacic. 14 seconds left. Jalik. What's the call? Is it a charge or a block? It's a block, so Jalik with 10.6 is going to shoot 2 free throws. What a pass to see Jalik all the way down the other end. Huge. Now, if you're Fort Erie, though, 10.6 seconds, an eternity to get a tire-winning shot. Jalik misses, so either way, this is still big because you gotta hit this to make Fort Erie be clutch. Jalik Dunkley distant, the 5-leaf recruit. Hits it, 1 of 2. Orangeville with a 1-point lead, 10.6 to go. Now, if you're Fort Erie, you know, Sharma's been ice cold. No one's hitting threes. I'd like to see them maybe go one of the big guys, get it down to Ye, Akun Tak, Nitu. They don't need a three because Sharma, he hasn't been hitting them. Well, finally, this turned into a game. Wow. 68-67. We had an equally exciting game in the first half. A bit more rhythm to it, but it came right down to the wire. Owen Kenny missed the buzzer beater. I could have won it for Orangeville. They hit the front of the rim. And Fort Erie got out of it with a W. Let's see if the tables can turn here. 10.6 to go. If you're Orangeville, do not foul. Don't foul. Up 3, you foul, not up 1. So out there you got Caceres, Sharma, Jackson, Kumu, and Ye for Fort Erie. He's open. He's gonna run out of time. Oh, barely got it up. Jalik stole it. Jalik Dunkley distance stole it. And then Braden Jackson had to foul with 7.6 to go. So the inbound was just way too much indecision. He's lucky it wasn't a 5-second call. But huge free throws here. Again, Fort Erie still has life. 7.6, plenty of time. Jalik with a huge play. Now Jalik, 2 free throws. He's got to hit 1 or 2 bad. They can hit 2 at worst. We're going overtime. 1, big. .6 seconds. This is what they dream of, those moments. And Jalik short. So Fort Erie. Oh no, so it's still going to be Orangeville ball. because it was a clear path foul. Wow. I didn't realize that. Holy cow. See, this is why I need a producer in my ear. Or at least a spotter. For those that don't know, all the play-by-play guys you hear on CBS and ESPN, they have what's called a spotter, a guy that stands behind them and hands them notes of different stats, different rules, because there's so much going on, and especially in those games, the NBA and NCAA, 100 different things happening in the building. You got a producer in your ear, so they have a spotter behind them, handing them notes, telling them what's going on. Me, I have a steel pillar to my right. I don't know who the hell would want to stand in a booth with me for 2 hours. So if you're Fort Erie, foul quick again. You don't want Tissington or Matzel to get it. They're the better free throw shooters. Jalik, he's been 50% over the past little bit, so if you're Fort Erie, you should be okay with foul. Matzel is out there. Oliver Engen, a good free throw shooter as well. Remy Tissington, Matai Baptiste, and Jalik. So Orangeville's got their shooters out there. Anticipating the foul. I can't believe that was a clear path foul. Engen inbounds. What are they calling? Oh, I guess Tony called a timeout before. What's going on? There was no foul. Oh, come on, man. Either way, Tissington, huge, 3-point game. Why did that happen? Why the hell is he shooting a free throw? And now the Fort Erie coach just got teed up. Another one, not the time to get teed up, because one free throw and the game's over. Your team had a chance. Four-point lead, 7.6. And Orangeville ball still. And Engen just tosses it away. Sharma. Foul him. Akuntak. 1.3 to go. And a timeout. I would have fouled him if I was Orangeville. So if you're Matzel, just throw it down the other end. Yeah. And Sharma's going to get called with a hole, and that should do it. They knew Matzel was going for the quarterback pass. Well, this wasn't pretty. But if Remy can hit this, Orangeville should be able to get out of here with a huge victory. Bingo. Oh, look, guys, Remy Tissington, what a night. Tip of the cap to Remy. Tip of the cap to Kevin Kovacic. Both outstanding in the second half for Orangeville. Fort Erie, the wheels just fell off. So, Sharma out, Is that him? I think he might have fouled out. Ramos in. Just throw it in. Okay. And Tissington fouled, and they're going to let it go. And Orangeville escapes with a huge victory. What a way to start 2023, 72-69. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was still a W. Unbelievable. Well, what a game. Well, folks, thanks for joining me. I'm Chris McKee. Always appreciate it. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me your complaints or concerns. Sure they're coming. And we'll see you back here next week. Orangeville, after that grind session swing, came back playing with confidence, and they upset Fort Erie in OSBA action. We'll see you back next week.